What's going on, guys? Proof here, and don't adjust your screens. You're definitely looking at me about to play some Pokemon. And for those of you that don't know, I've been playing Pokemon for about, or at least competitively online for about 7 years now, since high school, and it's one of my interests. And I definitely am going to keep putting out Vanguard content, but this is one of my hobbies. I definitely wanted to introduce it to you guys, just so you guys can check it out if you like it. If not, there'll definitely be some more Vanguard content coming soon. Still, the podcast will be coming out. I'm gonna try and get some of my friends to do some more deck profile videos that you guys can enjoy. And this is just another part of me that I wanted to let you guys experience it. And the website that I'm on is Pokemon Showdown. I'm gonna leave a link to it down in the description. And just a little background for me with Pokemon. I usually play in the UU tier, which is the underused tier, which is slightly below the likes of the more popular, better Pokemon in terms of usability. I like it because you don't see the same things over and over again, so it doesn't get as boring as quickly, and it's just a lot of fun. I've been playing it since high school, and I've carried it on ever since fifth gen, sixth gen. I enjoyed fifth gen. I actually got to the top of the ladder with one of my teams, which is a great accomplishment for me. And I'll probably pick some of that up in the future. But today, what I want to show you is a VGC battle and a team. And VGC is the official format for Nintendo with their world events, and it's a two-on-two battle or a doubles battle with four Pokemon from each side. So you make your team of your six, and then when you get to team preview, you pick four of them to use, and you go against four of your opponent's Pokemon. So that way you have to predict what they're going to bring, figure out what their sets are, figure out what their items are, because for the rules, every Pokemon must have a different item. So if you're used to Pokemon, you don't have to worry about four of my Pokemon having leftovers and slowing the battle down. And that's what I like about VGC versus singles, that it's so fast because you have to worry about, because it's a doubles battle, so you can overwhelm your opponent very quickly and end up winning the game by turn 4. So I'm gonna break down the team, and then I want to get a battle with it just so you guys can check it out. If it's a little laggy or a little slow, I'm still trying to work out the camera options, so hopefully it turns out well. I'm sure if it's not well, I'm gonna improve it in the future. But for what it is, hopefully it turns out well. And I want to start off with my Mega Kangaskhan. Um, in VGC, using Fake Out is very important since there's two Pokemon on each side. Fake Out on the first turn guarantees that it makes the opponent flinch, so they don't move for that turn. So you can incapacitate one Pokemon for a turn, and then use one of my other Pokemon to hurt it or its partner on the side. Double Edge is Mega Kangaskhan's strongest move that's usable, and the recoil damage can be painful, but the power output is very, very good. If it turns out to be too much of a detriment, I'm gonna switch it to Return, so it's not as strong, but gives Kangaskhan some more survivability with this great bulk that it has. And these stats are based on level 50, not level 100 like you may be used to seeing. Sucker Punch, if the opponent uses an attack, if I use Sucker Punch, I can move before it, provided that it's not a priority move and it's faster than Kangaskhan. And Low Kick, which is a fighting move that does more damage to heavier foes. I may put Power Up Punch here just to get that +2 attack, but the way the team has been going, Low Kick has been working fine for me. Let's see. You know what? Let's try it. Let's put up Power Up Punch here. It's worth a try. If I lose, I can switch it back. If I win, keep on going. Next Pokemon is Sylveon with the Pixie Plate. Pixie Plate boosts the power of my Fairy type moves. And Fairy type being new to 6th gen is so great so that dragons don't roam everywhere. So you'll still see some dragons about, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. The moveset is Hyper Voice, which with Pixelate becomes a Fairy type move, and it gets a Pixelate boost on top of Stab boost for Sylveon being Fairy type. Shadow Ball for psychic types like Cresselia that give me trouble, which is one of the Pokemon that gives me trouble because I don't have a dark type move that really hits it hard. Mine is Sucker Punch. Excuse me. Psyshock for the poison types that may come about that I could be able to hit with Sylveon before it hits me back with a strong poison move. And Protect. That's why I have Pixie Plate over a choice item so that I'm able to be able to use Protect so that I can keep it around for longer. It's come in handy lately. Terrakion, I love Terrakion. At this and Conkeldurr, and I had to choose between one or the other. I went for speed over the bulkiness just because I needed that speed on my team. And with the Lumberry, so if I get hit with a stray status move, it doesn't hurt me overall, especially burns and paralysis. The move set is close combat to deal high damage to steel types and normal types. Rock Slide for that spread damage. So like Hyper Voice is a spread move. So in doubles, that means it hits both of the Pokemon unless they protect, and so that makes it super helpful for trying to get around people that try to predict you. Quick Guard, which if my opponent uses a priority move such as Kangaskhan's Fake Out, I can use it. It'll protect it from the priority move, and then it can go from there. And then a regular Protect just for Terrakion survivability. Heatran. Heatran has Heat Wave, which is another spread move to deal damage to both opposing Pokemon. Why do you not have a nature? Boom. Boom. Alright, cool. Heatran it also has Earth Power to deal damage to fire types. Substitute if I predict something or if I have a favorable matchup, I can get a substitute up and make my opponent's life a little more miserable. And then Protect, because Protect is so important in VGC to be able to get around opposing Pokemon so you don't get obliterated by high powered attacks. And I'm not a pro at VGC or anything. I picked it up about 3 days ago, and so Heatran is one of those Pokemon where I'm not too sure on its spread because sometimes I want to have it with more output with power. Sometimes I want to try a more bulkier spread to see how it goes. I recently added this EV spread. Actually, I want to tweak it up a bit. Let's see, 18. Try to hit a leftovers number so that it's divisible by 4. It's probably not right, but it's close. Just because with leftovers and substitute, I try to hit a number that's divisible by 4, and I don't feel like whipping out my calculator to figure it out. It's probably 192, but yeah, 192 is what I should be shooting for. So let me take a lot of EV investment. Let's see. Give it a few EVs and speed to be able to outpace if an opposing Heatran doesn't have any speed investment. So we'll try that. If it doesn't work, I'll go back to a more offensive spread. Gengar is great because it has Taunt to be able to shut down things like Amoonguss, which have Spores, so sleep status is something you want to avoid if you can. Sludge Bomb to give it a high-powered attack. Icy Wind, which is also a spread move with the added bonus of being able to slow my opponent down by a stage. Will-O-Wisp, which burns the opponent, and it has better accuracy this gen, which is amazing. And then Focus Sash, which guarantees it to survive at least one attack, because if I lead with it, it'll be at full HP anyway. And so my final Pokemon is Rotom Wash with a Citrus Berry, which activates when I'm below 50%. It recovers 33%. And the reason I added Rotom Wash here is because with Heatran and Terrakion, I had a massive water weakness that I needed to cover up, and I felt like he was the best choice to have, especially when it comes to rain teams, which obviously give me some trouble. I usually don't bring Heatran and Terrakion against rain teams unless it's not super dedicated. But Hydro Pump, which gives me a strong water move to use under rain and against other things like opposing Heatrans. Thunderbolt to be able to hit flying types. Thunder Wave to cripple something, such as a faster threat like a Charizard that I ran into before, which I hit with Thunder Wave, and then Protect for survivability purposes. And so that's the team. I'm gonna look for a battle real quick, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Double spot. Look for a battle. The squad. Hope it doesn't take too long. I'm recording this early in the morning, so people may not be up and about. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, I've been playing Pokemon for a while now. Oh, we did get a battle. Let's see. You guys can see the corner, so that's fine. For some reason, he doesn't have a 6 Pokemon, which makes me assume he's playing on his phone, so that's unfortunate for him. But we'll take it for what it is. He has Rain with Politoed and Ludicolo, so this is likely to lead because he sees my Terrakion and Heatran. He has Terrakion and Bisharp, which makes me want to bring Terrakion. And he has Talonflame. Talonflame can usually have Quick Guard, which can shut down Kangaskhan here. So the thing that I need to figure out is what hurts his team a lot. Probably gonna lead Kangaskhan and Rotom Wash, because Rotom Wash has a great matchup against 4 out of the 5 Pokemon I see here, minus the Bisharp. And then I'm gonna bring Terrakion, and then let's bring Gengar. We'll lock that in. Yeah, I thought he was gonna lead with the Rain Core. So best thing for me to do, he's likely gonna Scald, so I'm gonna fake out this, and I'm gonna T-Wave Ludicolo just to slow it down, because Ludicolo has Swift Swim, which means when it's under rain it has double the speed, which makes it the fastest Pokemon out on the field. So I definitely want to slow that down if at all possible. Oh, he switches. Okay. Alright, that works. So I'm going to Power Up Punch the Bisharp, and then let's Thunderbolt the Ludicolo. This is my first time recording for Pokemon, so hope you guys don't be too, what's the word? Too judgy. I won't say you guys are judgmental. It's the best word I can think of. Don't be too harsh. That's the word. Because I'm definitely hoping to do some more of these in the future. I'm actually climbing the ladder right now, doing pretty well with this team as it is, and so it's great to see that switch to Power Punch might come in handy, especially because Bisharp is slower than Mega Kangaskhan. It might protect. If it does, that's fine. Oh, it doesn't. So potentially picked up a kill there, and I got a free +2 attack because Parental Bond, with the way it works, I hit everything. Don't burn. Nice. Alright, so the way Parental Bond works is that little buddy, you may not be able to see him when you Mega Evolve. He comes out the pouch. He becomes a fully realized half human, half kangaroo, and he's able to attack with Mama Bear here. And so it does half the damage of the first attack that Mama Kang does. This makes me wonder if he's Scarf or not. So I actually want to get rid of this Ludicolo. So I'm gonna Sucker Punch it, and then I'm gonna Thunderbolt the Politoed before it's able to hit me. It may protect. If it does, that's fine. I'll still be able to get some damage off on this Politoed. Helping Hand. Nice. Great work, little buddy. That worked out well. Oh, and a paralysis, so that's unfortunate. I wasn't going for that there. His last is Terrakion. Terrakion is faster than Kangaskhan here, so I'd rather let it die and then start dealing damage with my other Pokemon. The best thing for me to do is probably to double up into Terrakion here with, well, not a sucker punch. That's silly. Actually, I could switch out to Gengar here, and then on the predicted Rock Slide slash something, probably close combat, and then I can bring it back in for Fake Out, because Fake Out only works the first turn that it's in. So let's do that, and then let's go for the Hydro Pump on Terrakion. He protected, that's fine. Scald might get the burn. Oh, he didn't get the burn. Alright. So what I'm gonna do, he just protected, so he likely can't go for the double. He might go for the double. So I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp it. It may have a Lumberry like mine's does, so it'll heal it off. But if I do, that'll be good to know. And then I'm gonna go for the Thunderbolt into the Politoed. He tried to go for the Protect. That's unfortunate. He does have the Lumberry. Don't flinch. Ah, flinched. So he's likely gonna Protect again. So I'm actually gonna Sludge Bomb, Thunderbolt. Oh, he doesn't Protect. Bruh. That's annoying. My opponent said, wow, we were both getting RNG. Yeah, but it happens. So he's likely going to Protect with Terrakion. He has no reason not to. So actually, yeah, my best play is to Fake Out. Alright, so that worked out for me. So I can flinch him, kill off this Politoed finally. Don't have to worry about Rock Slide hitting me. And my best play, because he has to go for the Rock Slide, and with as much damage that it did to Gengar, which is always about 40%, I'm actually, or yeah, 40%. I'll be able to live it with Kangaskhan because Kangaskhan is infinitely more bulky than Gengar. So I'm just gonna go for the easy Power Punch Thunderbolt. As long as I don't get double flinched. And that seals up the game for me. And so my rating now takes me to 1256. So I'm still below the top 500, but I'm making my way up there. Just wanted to show you guys the system, and I want to bring you guys some more of this. Hope you guys enjoy it. I don't want to restrict myself to Vanguard when I have so many other interests out there. Leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.